What's up, YouTube? Hey, I'm just chilling in my house right now, not really doing anything in particular, but I wanted to take the time to share with you just a couple of thoughts. I don't really do many motivational videos because, I think that they kind of get overdone. A lot of different folks out there talk about never quitting, never giving up, never backing down, not get discouraged, don't let your demons overpower you, all these different things. And it's good advice, but it's also not. Because sometimes you do need to learn the lesson of failure. Failure, I think, is probably the most important lesson that I've learned in my life. And I think failure and the ability to fail is something that is missing from society nowadays. I think, and I'm sure a lot of people agree with me, because I've heard other people complain about it, but I think we coddle people too much. Not just children, not just sports teams, not just kids, not just, hey, you were picked on at school. I wasn't a cool kid in school, especially when I was young. But failure, I think, is probably the most important lesson that you can learn. Learning how to lose. Now, why is it important? A lot of people would make the argument, well, you don't want to risk having someone lose their confidence or lose their swagger or lose their ability to try new things. If you are rejected or if you fail, then you're going to be less likely to try again. And maybe that's true for some people, and maybe it's true for some people with certain things. But I think it's a necessary risk because overall, failure has probably taught me more about life than anything else. I have played sports since I was a kid. I love soccer. I've loved it since I was a child. And I have been on far more losing teams than I have ever been on a winning team. I have lost far more games than I have ever won. And I still love it. I still get out there and play and hustle. I'm 27 years old. I'll turn 28 this year. And I played 5 hours of soccer today. I'm freaking sitting here in my shorts still, and I got my shin guard soccer sleeve on, okay? I practice what I preach. Failure is important to embrace, to accept. It makes us who we are. Anybody can win with class, right? There's sore winners out there, just like there's sore losers out there. There's sore winners out there. There's people who gloat, showboat, kind of, the people that you hate to see win. But it happens. Patriots, they win the Super Bowl all the time. Powerhouse teams like that. But I think failure is incredibly important because when you learn to lose with dignity, when you learn to get angry about your loss, to not blame it on other people, to not sit there and make an excuse for why something isn't your fault, something didn't go your way, the ref was calling it for the other team, whatever it is that you might be saying to yourself or letting others, which is really bad, letting others say to you and make excuses for you. What those things are that are being said to you, you need to reject them. You have got to accept that in this world, in this life, in this country, in this day and age, in this time, in this place, you are the only person responsible for you. We have to take charge. We have to accept. The only way we're going to make it, especially young people in today's economic circumstances that we have, young people, millennials, Generation Z, people under the age of 30, if you're going to make it with the deck stacked against you, with the table and the freaking odds not in your favor, you have to accept that it's squarely on your shoulders to achieve, to excel, to learn, to embrace failure and let it be that freaking motivating power that it can be if you recognize that it is. Let it fuel you. Hate failure. Hate losing. Embrace that it can motivate you, but hate to be freaking stricken down by it, okay? Take that inspiration or that fear of failure, and that's what it is for me. My whole life I've been afraid of failing. I don't want to lose. I don't want to be slow. I don't want to be the weakest one. I don't want to be the one who gets cut or kicked out or financially non-successful. I want to win at everything I do, and I don't. I lose far more than I ever win. But I'll tell you what, there's so many times when I'm not the best at something. But maybe if I push myself, I make it in the top 3. If I can make it in the top 3 in different categories in life that I'm applying myself, whether it be work, whether it be sports, whether it be different competitions, I'm pushing for the best. And I fall short all the time, but just by making sure that I never accept failure and instead always push for excellence, greatness, and success, I have been able to achieve that excellence, find that greatness, and be rewarded with that success. Guys, I wanted to share this message with you because I hope that it finds someone who needs to hear it. I hope somebody out there who needs to hear this, who's thinking about giving up, or thinking about quitting, or thinking about accepting that maybe they're not good enough, I hope they hear it and instead embrace the fact that, you know what, life's teaching you a lesson, a valuable one that you have the privilege of learning. Keep your head up. Keep that smile on your face. Keep hustling. Be safe, be well, be great. Nothing else pays. We'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.